So in the chapter mensuration, we are continuing now with the next exercise, exercise 16b, 16.2. Now this exercise is based on quadrilaterals. So first of all, let us understand the different formulas which we are going to come in the form of quadrilaterals. Now quadrilaterals, as you know, is a four-sided figure. So if I know the suppose it's an irregular kind of a quadrilateral. So first one is irregular quadrilateral. So you can see in an irregular quadrilateral, suppose it is something like this, right? In this case, if I know one of the diagonal, okay, then what I can do is I can take this perpendicular over here, and this is area 1, and this perpendicular over here will be area 2. Sorry, H1, I'll take this as H1 and this as H2, and this is the base. So accordingly what will happen, the area of quadrilateral will be equal to area triangle 1 plus area triangle 2, triangle 1 plus triangle 2, which is nothing but half into base into H1 plus half into base into H2. Base is same in both the cases, half is also there. So that will be half base H1 plus H2. So this could be the formula for an area of an irregular kind of a quadrilateral which has got the different heights of different triangles. The same case if it is such that this both are also the diagonals of the quadrilateral. So if it is this way, that the quadrilateral is like this, we'll take it as a like this. Suppose this is the quadrilateral, wherein this is 1 and this is another 1. So of course this is H1 and this is H2, but this total thing is the diagonal 1. So this is diagonal 1 and this is diagonal 2, this is base. So what will happen? This whole thing will become half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Okay? Product of the diagonal. So that is nothing but half into product of diagonals. Got it? So this is the formula wherein both the diagonals are going to be coming over here as perpendicular to each other. If the diagonals are perpendicular to each other, then we can say that the area will be half into product of the diagonals. Now we see certain important formulas for the different quadrilaterals. So we start with rectangle. So rectangle area is equal to length into breadth. Perimeter, we'll just say P, is equal to 2L plus B. Then we say square. For square we have area is equal to side square, that is nothing but A square, and perimeter is equal to 4A, 4 into side. After square we are taking the parallelogram. Now parallelogram will be area is equal to base into height, and perimeter will be sum of sides. Base into height will be perimeter area of the parallelogram. In case of rhombus, again area will be equal to half into D1 into D2, that is product of the diagonals. Half into product of diagonals will be the area of the rhombus, half D1 into D2. You can also have base into height because all parallelograms, all rhombus are parallelograms, so you can also have also is equal to base into height also. Okay, and perimeter is equal to 4 into side. Then we move into trapezium. So trapezium area is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. What is that? So if this is the parallel trapezium, then this side plus this side, okay, this A and this is B. So this is A plus B. It is nothing but half, and this is H over here. So it will be half into A plus B into H. Okay, this is as per the diagram. Perimeter will be sum of four sides. That will be trapezium. These are the different formulas which we are having in the exercise number 16-2. Okay. Quite a huge exercise. There are 48 sums. So let's see how much time we take in this case. Doesn't matter. We'll go for it. Right. So what we saw was, if it is a normal quadrilateral which is having just one diagonal over here, then we can just say perpendiculars like this, and we can find out. Yeah, it is also possible that if I don't know this height, but I know the sides over here, I can use a Heron's formula to find out the area of this triangle, and Heron's formula to find out the area of this triangle. That's also possible. So it's not necessary that I should have the height or the diagonal. If I know the sides of this quadrilateral, then from this one diagonal, I should know one diagonal and the four sides. Then I can use the Heron's formula for this triangle, Heron's formula for this triangle, and accordingly I can get the answer. So yeah, this is how you are going to get the thing done for exercise 15b. Yeah, so that is half into product of diagonals. That is the area of any one which has got to be perpendicular diagonals. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Then you can have area is equals to half into product of diagonals. Rectangle, area is length into breadth. Perimeter is 2 L into A plus B. Square, area is side square. Perimeter 4 into side. Parallelogram, area is base into height. Sum of all sides is the perimeter. Rhombus, area is half into D1 into D2, diagonal 1 into diagonal 2, or base into height, both, and some four sides. Trapezium, half into sum of parallel sides, that is A and B, into height. Clear? This is about the different formulas what we are having over here. We now start with the exercise 16.2. Exercise 16.2. We have got two sums in the first sum. So we'll do only alternate sums. So we'll directly come with 1, then second, then fourth, then sixth, then seventh में 2 है तो उसमें से एक ऐसे करते हैं. Okay, so we'll go for the alternate sums. Find the area of a quadrilateral whose one diagonal is 20 long and the perpendiculars to these diagonals from the vertices are 9 and 15. So let us draw a figure so that we understand it. So we have got one quadrilateral such that the diagonal over here is given as 20 centimeters and the perpendicular on the diagonals over here are 9 and 15. This is 9 and this is 15. So we know that area quadrilateral is equals to area triangle 1 plus area triangle 2. That is half B into, so we can directly take the formula what we had taken earlier, half into B into H1 plus H2. So it is half into B is 20, H1 is 9 into 15, sorry 19 plus 15. So it is equals to 10, so 10 into 24 is equals to 240 centimeter square. That's the first sum, exercise 15.2, 240 centimeter square. We move on to sum number second. Find the area of a quadrilateral ABCD whose sides AB, BC, CD, AD. So that is what is given to you. Angle A is 90 degrees. So AB is 40. I am drawing a figure so that you can understand it. It is not necessary to draw the figure, but if you draw it, it will be good for you because you will understand it better that क्या ढूंढना है. Because here we are not using a direct formula. We need to frame a formula. So we don't know what is the right thing to be done. So AB is 40, BC is 28, AD is 9. So here D is there and AD is 9. And BC is 48, so it is like this 48 BC, and this over here will be like this. So DC, CD is given as 15, so this is 15, doesn't matter, and you got angle 90 degree over here. So accordingly you can see that if I want to find out the area, I will need to draw a line like this, and now by this and this, a right angle triangle, I can find out this, and this I have three sides, so I can use the Heron's formula and find the area of this. So area of this plus area of this will give me the area of the quadrilateral. Okay, I cannot use any standard formula. So first of all, let us find out this BD. So in triangle ABD, by Pythagoras theorem, BD square is equals to AB square plus AD square is 40 square plus 9 square is 1600 plus 81 is 1681. So BD is equals to 41. Right? So now this is 41. So now area ABD is equals to half into AB into AD is half into 40 into 9 is equals to 180 centimeter square. We now move on to the area BCD. So area BCD, we are going to use Heron's formula. So S is equals to 41 plus 48 plus 15 upon 2. So that is going to be 80, 90, 98, 99, 99 plus 5 is 104 upon 2 is 52. Okay. So area is square root of S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So that is going to be square root of 52 into 52 minus 41, 52 minus 48 and 52 minus 15. That is square root of 52 into, this will be 11 into, this will be 4 and into, this will be 5, so 7 and then 4. So 3, 37. Strange. Very strange answer. 06. Okay. 37 कहाँ से आया? Let me check it out. 52. One sec. First let me check this one. 41, 48 and 15. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 104. So 52 is correct. Yeah. So that is not a problem. 52 minus 15, I think here should be the only issue. 50. This is 11. Yeah, right. 52 and 15. So this is 4 and this 1, 12, so 7. Yeah, and then 3, 37. Barabar. Strange. So if you see this sum, I think there is some sort of a rounding of they must have taken. So 52, 26 into 2 into 11, 13 into 4, yeah. So it's 13 into 4 into 11 into 4 into 37 is a prime number. One second, let me check this one also. 41 into 41, 1. 1681, yeah, yes, 41 is correct. Okay, so let it be, let's check it. So this is going to be, I think we'll need to multiply this whole thing and check it out. So this will be 4 is going to come outside, and then it will be 13 into 11 into 37. So 37 into 11, 77, 7, 33. So 33 plus 7, 40, 407 into 13. 3 is 21, and then 2, and then 12, and 0, 7, 0, 4, 1, 9, 2, 5, 2, 9, 1. So this is 4 root of 5, 2, 9, 1. This is not a square root at all. So maybe having some kind of 5291 is 72 point something. So this is something like 4 into 72.74. That will give you as 290. 290. nahi, kuch to, let me check this out first. Yeah, I made a very big mistake over here. This is, here BC is not 40, it is 28. Sorry, this is 28. So this is over here 28. So this will be 28. So 24. And CD is 15, so that's not an issue. Right. So 24. So let's check now. So it's not going to make much difference. It's still going to be the same thing. Let me check. Oh, but here also it will change now. Sure. Here also it will be 28, so this will be 84, so this will be 42. So now everything changes. Okay, got the mistake. So let's see now. So this is going to be like 42 into 42 minus 41 into 42 minus 28 into 42 minus 15. So this is going to be square root of 42 into 1 into, this will be 14 into, this will be 42. So this is 7 and then 3 and 1 to 27. So this becomes, this is nothing but 7 into 6 into, or 7 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 3 into 3 into 3. 7 becomes first out into 2 into 3 into 3. So that is 3 3 are 9, 9 2s are 18, 18 into 7. 18 into 7, so 756, 5, 126. Therefore, area quadrilateral will be equal to 180 plus 126 is equal to 306 centimeter square. It was an easy sum. Unfortunately, I made it tough by doing calculation errors. So yeah, you can see that first of all, you use this right angle triangle and you find out the area of the right angle triangle. You found out the hypotenuse. Now we have the sides, all the three sides. You use all the three sides to give you the Heron's formula. From the Heron's formula you get the area of area BCD. So this is area BCD is 126 centimeter square. Accordingly, area of the quadrilateral will be 180 plus 126, 306 centimeter square. So that was question number 2. Now we move on to question number 4. Question number 4. Find the area of a quadrilateral ABCD in which 90 degrees, B is 90 degrees, AB is 6, BC is 8 and CDN is 13 each. So again a similar kind. You got something like this and these are two sides like this. So angle B is here. They are given that AB, so AB is 6, BC is 8 and the CD and AD, CD and AD are 13 each. This is 13 and this is 13. So first of all, we'll area ABC is equals to half into base into height is equals to half into 8 into 6 is equals to 24 centimeter square. Now Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem we have got AC square is equals to 6 square plus 8 square is equals to 36 plus 64 is equals to 100. So AC is equals to 10 centimeters. Now AC is 10. So we can find out this is an isosceles triangle. So area is equals to 1 upon 4 B root of 4a square minus b square, that is 1 upon 4 into base is 10, square root of 4 into 13 square minus 10 square. So that is 10 upon 4 into square root of 4 into 16 is 169 minus 100. So that is 10 upon 4 into square root of 6 9 36, 6 4 is 36, yeah, 36 and 24, 25, 26, 27, 2 and then 676 minus 100. So that is going to be 10 upon 4 into root of 576. Now 576 is the square root of 24. So this is 24 here. So this gives you 6. So answer is 60 centimeter square. That's the area ACD. Therefore area quadrilateral is equals to area ACD plus area ABC is equals to 24. ACD is 60 plus 24 is equals to 84 centimeter square. Okay, this was sum number 4. Right, sum number 4 was this way. You can find out the answer as 84. I'll just check up. Sum number 4 is 84 centimeter square. We move on to sum number 6. Sum number 6. The length of the rectangular hall is 5 meters more its breadth. If the area of the hall is 594, find its perimeter. So, sixth one, you are given that the length of the rectangular hall is 5 more than its breadth. So, let breadth is equals to x. Therefore, length is equals to x plus 5. It is given that it is 5 more than the breadth. And the area is 594. Area is equals to 594. So area is equals to length into breadth. So 594 is equals to x plus 5 into x. So 594 is equals to x square plus 5x. So you get a quadratic equation, x square plus 5x minus 594 is equals to 0. We need to split 5 into 2 parts, that the multiplication is 594. So 594. So we can say अगर 2 से लिया तो it will be 2 and then 9 and 7. So if you had multiplied by 9, so this will be 18 and this will be divided by 9. So 9 3 are 27. Yeah, 33. 33 and 18 नहीं होता है, so 9 से तो नहीं होगा. Let's go one by one. So it is 3 से, so 6 हो जाएगा, and this will be 3, so it will be 3, so it will be 9 and then 99. Okay, so we can take 11, 66 and 9. No, so further we divide by 3, so it multiply by 3, 6 is 18 and here by 3 will be 33. Or else if I divide it by let me check again. So we've calculated further to get it as 33 and 27 are the factors. X square plus 33x minus 27x minus 594 is equals to 0. You need to do a lot of calculation, trial error methods. So we get that as 33 and 27. So we get x plus 33 minus 27, x plus 33 is equals to 0. So x minus 27 is equal to 0 and x plus 33 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 27 or x is equals to minus 33, which is not possible. Therefore, breadth is equals to 27 centimeters and length is equals to 27 plus 5 is equals to 33 centimeters. So accordingly, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is equal to 2 L plus B. So there will be 2, 27, 33 plus 27. That is going to be equal to 120 centimeters. Because 33 plus 27 60. So it is 120. We'll just check it out. So the answer is, yeah, it is 1/6 is 98. X plus 5, 33. One sec. 6 sum is 98. 49. Sorry, I made a mistake here. It's 22. So this is going to be 27 and 22. I'll just use another pen. This is 27 and this is 22. So this will be 27 and here you'll be getting 22 outside. So you get 27 here. So accordingly, x plus 27 is equals to 0 or x minus 22 is equals to 0. So here you get, this is 22 and this is minus 27, which is not possible. So therefore B is 22 and this will be 27. So accordingly, this will be equal to 27 plus 22 is 2 into 49 is equals to 98 centimeters square. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes, some errors. So yeah, I took it as 33 but it was 22. So 27 into 22 is 594. Difference of the two is 5. And so when you solve the quadratic equation, you get the values of B as 22 and L as 27. Okay. I told you earlier also, the main thing is calculations in this part and the formula. So formula you knew it. So calculation was the only part over here. So we continue further in the next video.